For 20 years, these savages have laid low, lulling us into a false sense of security. Now they've attacked, and it is our time to strike back and go down in history as the men who crushed the last Indian revolt. Remember your colleagues who fell 2 days ago. Remember Custer!
General, wasn't Custer violating a treaty, technically?
Shut up! Remember Fetterman! Remember the Alamo! On my mark! Ready! Aim! Wait, y'all! Delay that order, Corporal! What? What are you doing here, Colonel? Your men are supposed to be at That's Mine.
General, your attack is illegal. You must stop now.
No one is stopping me this time. I order you men to fire.
General, the Indians are innocent. The enemy is down there at the bluff.
I am not bluffing.
No, the man down there. It's some crazy psycho trying to start a war.
And by God, he'll get it, Colonel. I order you to fire your cannon's men.
General, by federal order and under the authority of the Military Code of Conduct, I am removing you from command and placing you under arrest until a hearing can be convened to adjudicate your actions today in violation of your orders and to review your mental health.
No! You can't do this!
Corporal, grab a couple of men and take this general into protective custody.
My pleasure, sir.
You can't do this! I want my war! Damn it!
All right, let's limber these cannons up and move on towards that camp down there.
What on earth was that?
Whatever it was, it came down there by the bluff. You can see the fireball in the dark. All right, we're moving everything down there. Go in careful and alert, men. We have no idea what is going on, but assume that there are friendlies as well as armed hostiles.
Look at that. It looks like some kind of camp. And I also see 2 trains down there.
There's clearly something going on down there. If they mean to start a war, they have enough material and manpower to do it. Shall we send them a message? A message? How? Sergeant, unlimber 3 of the cannons. Let's announce our presence here. It will also signal Major Sumbish we are in position. Don't aim into the camp, just outside of it will do.
Colonel, I hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. But if your friends are down there as you say, maybe this distraction will help them. Yeah, sure it will. Only if this is some horse poop plot device by an insane writer.
We need to protect Mr. Steamhill and Senator Pateen. Looks like a tunnel opening just beyond this tent back there. Daisy, take the mayor and these 2 and duck in there. Shoot first if you have to.
Matt, you will need my gun too.
Daisy, I need your gun helping protect Mr. Steamhill, Mr. Pateen, and the mayor. Dan and I are going after this Kahat and stop him. Now, Matt, I don't need help. Unlike when I was up Nelly's Pass, I have a loaded gun this time. I know how to shoot. Your Honor, you and Daisy protect those 2. Now! Fine, but your term as sheriff is definitely temporary with this attitude. Let's go, Dan. The trains are this way.
Ah, Cece, my love. The comic wheel has unexpectedly turned down on us. This is what happens when one tries to align disparate paths onto the same plane.
Oh, Master Kahat, it'll be fun, sir. Your star will always shine in ascendancy.
Master Kahat, yo, Master Kahat, Blue Boys are being like all aggro and marching up on our camp, man. No tribals to be seen anywhere. Like, now they're firing cannons just outside on the commune, man. They blew up Michael's vegetable stand. Dude, that's too uncool. Took out all the kale, and he worked so hard to grow that, man.
Yes, it is a shame. But this is my punishment for aligning with a devil. The hanged man and the fool cards have trumped all, my children. Now, get aboard the train quickly.
The peace train is all blocked in, Master Kahat. How are we gonna get out?
No worries, my children. Fate is not completely against us. Willie has the devil's own train ready for us. Shorter, faster, and if I know that devil himself, loaded with my special recipe. Time to return to San Francisco and start a new plan.
Oh, I dig it, Master Kahat, my love. We will wait for O'Donovan and Jennifer.
I'm afraid your friends won't be joining you, Kahat. Stop right there.
The Kahat, please. I did not murder and bribe my way to the top to have my title disrespected.
You will have no title in a prison cell, Mr. The Kahat. Just a number on a striped suit.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Clarke. This time you may be overmatched, despite your reputation. Brother's Keeper, as Donovan is apparently swimming in the cosmic ocean now, please attend to our unwelcome guest. Cece, come with me, my love.
All right, Sibs, you are the master. Time for some yang and some aggro. It's so uncool, but hey, the comic wheel must be balanced, man.
Matt, watch out! To the side and above us! They're not armed, Dan. Let's try not to hurt them too much. They're all deluded and maybe stoned on drugs. Many of these were just local folks poisoned by this Kahat.
Well, they seem to have less compunction on being gentle on us, man.
Ah, Mr. Farr, are we ready to go?
Yes, Mr. Kahat, we can pull out on your say-so.
On to San Francisco to reorganize and plot revenge. I have some less than flattering paperwork here on that devil. Once in the newspapers, Mr. Steamer's empire will crumble, and all this opium on his train, I wonder how he will explain that, with his own men loading it on.
Master love, those explosions are getting close.
Come, Cece, my love, let's watch the show as we leave.
That's the last of those crazy trippers, Matt.
All they were trying to do was delay us, Dan. Glad you were here to help.
Just like old times, Matt, but look, the Kahat, he's escaping on that fancy train. We can't catch it now.
Hang on, I have a plan. But we gotta find a couple of horses.
Matt, look over there. It's Major Sunbish and some soldiers. Matt Clarke, is that you? We came in when we heard the cannon fire. I assumed Colonel Ahead was giving us some warning shots, so I started moving in with these men.
Major, I need a couple of horses. I have to get to the general up there quickly. We have to stop a train. Also, your uncle and Little Beaver are in a tunnel behind the grand tent back there with a couple of important people who need rescuing.
I'll see to it. Take those 2 horses there and get going. This place is chaos right now.
Mr. Farr, why are we stopped? We need to be moving.
We had to open the switch to get out. I sent one of your people to do it.
We need to get moving now, Mr. Farr.
We have to open the switch to change over.
Fine. Do what needs done. Just get us out of here quickly.
All right, but there are folks running everywhere.
Then run them over. Martyrs to the cause, to be sainted.
All right, once the switch is set, we will be on our way. Looks like Major Sunbish and his men are moving in from the south and Major Dent is coming in from the northwest. I think we will shut this guru down once and for all.
No one is going to believe all this.
No kidding. I'm actually in it and I can't believe all this.
General Law? General Law?
General Law has been replaced. I am in command. I'm Colonel Ahead. Who are you?
I'm Sheriff Matt Clarke, and I need your help, Colonel.
Oh, nice to meet you, Matt Clarke. The troops of Fort Anspoon seem to have it all in hand down there, Sheriff. It seems done for you already.
I need to stop a train.
Well, I don't have enough men and horses to tackle a whole train. Which train are you talking about?
That one. The one coming out and heading north towards the main line.
I don't think we can get to it in time, like I said.
We're not going to go get it. I have a different idea.
Matt, you don't mean...
I surely do, Diesel Dan. It's the only way to stop him.
Well, what are you thinking?
Turn these cannons around and blow up the track in front of that train.
You got it. Men, turn those cannons around and destroy the tracks in front of that train. Stop that train by any means possible. Fire when ready.
We need to head west as soon as possible.
Well, you will have to wait until we get to Denver, and that is a 2-day ride.
Well, once we get there, we will change trains and leave this one behind, with enough evidence to destroy that Viper steamer as part of my revenge upon him. Now I shall repair to the luxury suite car of Mr. Steamer. He may be a devil, but he does assure quality and luxury. What was that?
Master Kahat, look! All kinds of explosions all around us. It's all too beautiful, Master. Scary, but like cosmically beautiful, man.
They're trying to blow up the tracks in front of us.
Full speed, Mr. Farr!
God, I've done all one man can do.
Mr. Farr, I'm giving my last chance to you. Oh, bitter blue!
Oh, Donovan.
Oh, the cosmic
Oh, damn it all. Matt, did we just,
Yes, Diesel Dan, we did. We just blew up another train.
Well, at least they can't take away a badge from you this time.
Men, I said blow up the tracks in front of the train.
Sir, no offense, but you do know these are not precision weapons of war against moving targets.
Matt Clarke, damn you! Damn you all to hell! You blew up my train again! I will have you in prison for life this time, you bastard!
Chef Clarke, what Mr. Steamhair means to say is thank you for saving us and destroying that vile villain, the Kahat Stevens.
Don't speak for me, Senator, if you want to keep that title. I will have Matt Clarke roasted alive for this time. My train!
Mr. Steamhair, a word with you privately. Excuse us, please.
I do not like your tone, Senator.
Mr. Steamhair, you are being a fool and blind to a few things. I would like to clarify, if I may. You see, Mr. Stevens had your train loaded with opium.
Exactly. Opium we could have sold and made a fortune on top of everything else.
It was opium on your train, Mr. Steamhair, a train parked in Mr. Kahat's illegal commune where he was trying to start a war. With this Kahat on it and all kinds of evidence of our collusion with this Kahat. By blowing up the train, Mr. Clarke has not only saved your life, but he's destroyed all the evidence against us and eliminated the man who is holding a dagger to our throat, figuratively and literally.
He's cost me a fortune again, and he's ruined my plans again. Even when I have him removed from his job, he thwarts me.
I am sure your train was insured for twice as much as it was worth, Mr. Steamhair, and now with Mr. Spar and To Go dead, the railway business lies available for acquiring. Like it or not, you are heavily indebted to Mr. Clarke.
But he keeps thwarting me. However, I see your point. But rest assured, he has thwarted me for the last time. Mr. Clarke!
Sheriff, please.
Yes, Sheriff Clarke. I spoke in haste and, from fear for my life. I am indebted to your quick thinking and miraculous ability to come out on top of the villains once again. I must thank you, so, thank you, sir. Now come, let's take that ridiculously painted train down there and get me to paradise for a decent rest and some business I need to attend to.
Well, I didn't think I would live to see the day. Stanley Steamer actually said thank you. And to all people, you, Matt Clarke, we live in strange times. So, an opium smuggling villain is stopped, Reverend Saltine was exposed as a fraud, and a horrible war has been averted.
Did we really need it summed up right now, Smokey?
I was summing it up for the listeners. This has been a long and confusing set of stories, and the writer needs a break. And maybe institutionalized.
Well, that will be for a different day, Smokey. But for now, let's clean up this mess and head home. It's been a long few weeks.
You said it, Sugar. I could use a warm bath. Care to join me?
Not now, Miss Beaver. Little Cocket. Not in front of Smokey here.
Oh, do what you want, you old perv. It's your life and it doesn't bother me. No, Smokey, we don't talk dirty in front of you. No, Smokey, you can't watch the girls at the saloon get dressed. No, Smokey, we don't want you to know what everyone does behind their doors. No, Smokey, you're not ready for all this yet. It's all a bunch of horse poop.
Well, thanks to Madame Lot, I do feel much better. Oh, that vile Reverend was awful. But it sounds like we've had a whole lot of awful in Big Gulch this spring.
I agree, darling. Hopefully we can have some more good news. Marshal Tucker says the findings of Judge Drury have been overturned. Now, Deputy Dannon, as I've been reinstated as a railroad marshal, I think you should take your badge back. You avoided the difficulty, so you're safe now. Well, Matt, I'd rather not have that badge back, at least not yet. You see, it wasn't truly out of fear I didn't go along. Why, heck, I even confronted that pastor and his crew a couple times. Other things have, become more important. And I guess no one was catching the clues, and I couldn't tell you.
Tell us what, Buck? You're not one for secrets.
Well, you see, it's like this. Now, y'all know I've been friends for a while with Madame Lot here. Donna. And, I guess, Oh, just spit it out, Buck. well, it's,
Never mind, dear. I will handle it. What Buck is trying to tell you is that he is going to be a father.
Buck, a father? How the heck did that happen?
Really, Your Honor? Of all people, I would think you would know.
Never mind.
Congratulations! And while we're in the business of good news, I guess we should share our news.
You're pregnant too, Lil?
Oh no, not yet. Matt and I are finally going to get married. Congratulations!
So, when is all this going to happen?
Oh, with the planning and preparations, this feels like a Christmas special for Big Gulch.
Well, then, this is quite the happiest of endings, isn't it?
I think this calls for a drink. Waitress?
May I help you, sir?
Oh my God, you again. I thought you finally hired some new staff.
We did, but I will be your personal waitress anytime you are here, Mr. Mayor.
You will? Why? How? Why? Daisy, is this your doing?
Who can tell, sugar? Besides, you only need to be looking at me anymore. Right, sire?
Indeed. Looks like we all back to some great times here in Big Gulch. I hope you're right, Mayor. I hope you're right. I'm just glad to be back where I belong. Your reputation does precede you. So you're not afraid to do a little dirty work, I take it.
No, not at all. Well, as long as the pay is good and the instructions are clear.
You may not be aware, but you have already worked for me before. Your boss on your last caper was working for me the whole time.
He was? You were behind that. Interesting. I'd like to know the story of why you did that to your own train.
Let's just say I needed some money and I needed someone dead. Your previous boss was supposed to take care of both for me.
Yeah, well, he didn't exactly succeed at either, did he? You know, I had to put a bullet in his head.
Ah, so you did that. I never heard exactly how it ended. Well, we both know your reputation, and you are quite capable of killing people. And I need someone killed. I have plans, and this man keeps thwarting them. And well, I just want someone who will do it forthright.
I have a question, and I don't have time for beating around the bush. So just who do you want killed?
I want you to kill Matt Clarke. Can you do that?
Matt Clarke? Yeah. You know, I had to change my name because of him. I owe him a lot. So yeah, I can kill him for you.